There's a correlation between bad governments and the rate at which in these specific countries people seek for better opportunities and risk to take the perilous journeys across the high seas. Zimbabwe is a very clear-cut case. It had one of the best education systems, but when sanctions were placed upon it, and then the human rights abuses and all these terrible things, former professors, very guys who had gone to school, were working, doing gardening in Botswana. It's such a pity. And then what exactly happens is very interesting, and we also need to observe that. When Mugabe is ousted, lots of people come to the streets, there's jubilation, there's this whole euphoria sweeping across Matebele land and, you know, the land of the Shona people. But guess what? Because there was a deep state in place, they simply changed leaders, but they didn't. The system only got worse. There are people who believe under this man nicknamed the crocodile, things have got Mnangagwa, things are now worse.
It's like Mugabe 2.0.
Exactly. So in essence, it's extremely terrible. So back to your question, in my country, yes, people are leaving. There are people who have left the country and come to Germany. Poets are leaving. People are using, you know, parody and humor to resist. But
then they get tortured when they make jokes.
Exactly. So there's a guy who was tortured very badly, and he had to leave the country. As we speak today, while I was here, the UN office they didn't renew its license. So we must ask ourselves, why are people leaving? And it's very clear that people are not so many people are leaving Botswana or Namibia or Seychelles, because the indicators of rule of law, democracy, and all these kind of things are much better. We have the Mo Ibrahim Index report, which now shows that actually Africa is in a worse situation than it was 10 years ago. So I think the West needs to put an effort in ensuring that we have more Botswanas, we have more Namibias, we have more Zambias, because the new leader seems to be doing the correct things, so that to stem the tide of people leaving to come to Europe.